Hello, I'm Jury Rigged, and this is the Duskers Daily Challenge, August 10th, 2016. Looking at the leaderboard, one person in, one person done with a slightly below starting score. Above starting score. Totally wrong word there. So let's go ahead and get in there and see what we have. Yesterday, I don't know that I can do much better than yesterday. I guess, well, I'm not going to do much better than yesterday. That much I can pretty much guarantee. I have Lure. So let's see how terrible this is going to be. 2 infestation types on a medical B. Haven't seen a medical ship in the challenge for a while. Unfortunately, this position that I'm starting in is fantastically terrible. Because I can lure something to out of R7. I guess I can dock into it. That's if it works. Again, this is the problem with lure. Oh, and I have Ship Surveyor, so that's why I already know where everything is. Gonna open D8 and see what happens. Again, if it is a sentry, I can't see that. If it's a sentry, it doesn't attack the lure. If it's swarm or leaper, it will attack the lure. So that means really I can only get 6 rooms in before I really can't do anything else, at best. The problem with lure is it is an extremely passive mod. So I put it down in a room, and I let something into the room, and anything that's going to be drawn to the lure is going to destroy it. So I don't know. I mean, This is the kind of run where you get a little bit and you bail. So this is why that person had 626. Actually, that tells me something significant right there. But I'm going to try to remember that for later. So the good news is there wasn't anything. Just a lot of scrap. And anyone familiar with my videos knows that I am not unwilling to just end it at that. That's actually a lot of scrap. For what I have, that's not bad at all. I don't know. Okay, I'm just going to put the lure right here in the middle of the room so I'm sure that anything that comes through will see it. I would assume that Swarm can get through there. I'm sure a Leaper could get through there. I'm going to open D16 because I want to clear R5. Right now my hope is that R5 has a generator. If it does, it's possible the rest of the ship... Okay. So something is attacking the lure, and that looks like that's pretty steady damage, so I'm assuming that is Swarm. Still no interfaces, still no anything. I think my best bet... I don't have any interfaces on half the ship yet. Oh, that is exactly what I did not want to happen. But at least whatever it was is off the ship now. So I'm going to open D9. And if anything's on R8, it'll attack the lure. There are so many rooms on this ship, and I'm literally not going to be able to open all of them safely. My next move right now... Right now, I'm just hoping that I don't end up with slime. But... I don't know, that might even be better right now. Lure hasn't been attacked yet. I suspect it would have been. So I'm going to go in. Okay, I have a working interface. And I can survey. Well, I don't need to survey. I already have the module. So I'm going to put a lure in here. I'm going to be ready to pick up this one as I pass by. What was that, D9? Was D9. And then I'm going to come back out. I don't have more slime yet, and that's making me feel optimistic, but I've had that happen before, and it has not ended well. I think it's interesting how this scan works. As I'm turning, it's tracking everything for a period of time. Okay, that's how it works. That makes some sense. It's just strange to me that it's leaving a gap in the side. I mean, slime would be terrible because if there's slime, my run's going to be over. That's all there is to it. This could be my best run with lure yet. So I've given enough time. I hope. Mouse has a lot of health, though. Now, and remember, it's entirely possible that the other enemy here is... Okay, I heard swarm, so I'm 100% sure there's swarm. They have an electrical buzzing sound. There is swarm, I want to say, in room 4. So, this is bad. Unless there's a generator in R9, I'm done. Now, R9 has had plenty of time to vacate, so I'm actually going to... I'm going to move 2 off, because if... I'm not going to check R3. The only way to check R3 is to expose myself to huge risk. And I won't even be able to do anything, because if I let something into R10 with a lure, I'm not going to be able to open the airlock, because the airlock is powered in R10. So I can't check R3 unless I can power R9. Unless the generator is in R9. So, and I know that in 3 or 4 is a swarm. There is no generator in this room. That means I'm done. I cannot safely check the rest of the ship. I can't open D15. I can't open D14. One of those... Well, actually, it must be R3 has... Okay. So... R3 must have the generator, because you can't reach R4. R3 might have an enemy. Okay. This isn't the best idea. But I think it'll do what I need it to do. Definitely across D15. It's definitely in R4. So I'm going to put a lure there. I'm going to dock over here. And I'm going to rush. I'm going to open the door and then rush. That's what I'm doing. That way, at least, there's multiple lures for anything to attack. And if it's safe, then it's safe. Overall, this is why I don't like lures. They are extremely passive. There's nothing you can do effectively while you're waiting on them. I used sensors in the last ship as soon as I entered a room, because I can't see the whole room as soon as you enter it. You have to explore into it. But if you drop a sensor at the door, you can at least see if it detects anything. You'll know immediately if there's another enemy in there. Of any kind, whether it's swarm, leaper, sentry, or slime. But this, you have to wait and hope, and there are things that don't attack them, and that's really dangerous. Okay, I'm going to wait for this to find out what breaks. If it's any of the open rooms, then I am done, period. If it's R5 or R8, I can do with that. It's an open room. So that's the end of this run. I'm not going to be able to safely... I'm not comfortable checking, even for R3. Whatever's in R4, I'm not worried about it. I'm done. There's not enough reward potential for this risk. Unless there's piles of scrap in R3 and R4, it is just not worth it. So, I'm out. I'm done. I'm already docked up. I've gotten all the scrap that I can. I'm going to get rid of this lure as soon as I can. I mean, it's daily challenge, so that doesn't matter. But 770, so a solid score. And top of the leaderboard right now. So, pleased with that. Overall, I do not like lure. I got a lot further in that ship than I thought I would, and a lot of that is just luck. Lure leaves you with very little options. It is a very weak module, in my opinion. And I don't really have any suggestions on how to make it better. It seems like it's one of those kind of stopgap. This is the last thing I have. I need to use it. My options. Overall, I think I've already said, not a bad ship. I mean, an okay score. Got plenty of scrap, no damage, and those are the goals. If you're in the campaign, that's what you want. Lots of scrap, no damage. If you are in the campaign stuck with a lure, I know you want more than that. You want some modules, and I feel you. But in the daily challenge, you have to work with what you have. I don't know that I worked with what I had. I probably should have taken that risk and opened that door, gone back to A1, and sealed everything up and checked in R3. My only concern is I just do not have any offensive abilities. If I had stealth and surge into a room. But in this case, there's very little you can do. And, well, I mean, I feel I did the best that I could. I think I could have done a little bit more with minimal chance. And I kind of feel cowardly in that way, I have to admit. But at the same time, if you're in the campaign, you're still flying. And That's kind of the important part too. Hope you enjoyed the video, and have a good day.